Hey, what's up? It's Jem. If you're trying to scale your business right now and you don't have a clear growth model, you're probably burning way more time and money than you realize. And look, I get it. You're hustling hard, putting in the long hours, running ads, taking calls, and trying to make everything work. But here's the truth no one really talks about. Hard work doesn't scale, systems do. See, most business owners think scaling just means getting more clients, spending more on ads, or hiring more people. And that's not what scaling is. That's stretching. And stretching only works until something snaps. Scaling, on the other hand, means building a business that can grow without breaking you. A business that brings in more revenue without doubling your stress. It's not about doing more, it's about doing things smarter, cleaner, and more repeatable. So today I'm going to walk you through the 3 core business models that every successful entrepreneur eventually goes into, and the 3 same models that can completely change the way that you operate. I call them number 1, the business as a factory model, where you sell one simple, repeatable offer that scales like clockwork. Think of it like an assembly line. Same product, same process, high volume, predictable profit. Number 2 is the ultra high ticket model, where instead of chasing hundreds of clients, you work with fewer people but charge premium prices. But depth, not width, big value, big paydays. Number 3 is the performance model, where you partner with clients and get paid based on results. You win when they win. It's the ultimate alignment model, perfect for experts who know that they can deliver. Now, here's the cool part. Each of these models work, but they don't work for everyone. Your business, your goals, and even your personality determine which one fits best. So I'm going to break down how each model works, the pros and cons, and most importantly, how to know which one's the right model for you. At the end of this video, you'll not only know what model you're in now, but what model you should be building towards if you want a real, sustainable growth. And hey, quick note before we dive in, if you're a business owner trying to scale, but you're stuck because you can't get consistent leads, that's literally what my team does. We build automated lead generation systems that send verified, qualified leads straight to your inbox every single week. No guessing, no cold chasing, no hoping the next ad works. So as I break these models down, keep that in mind because what I'm about to show you fits perfectly into how we help businesses scale without burning out. All right, let's jump in. Because once you understand these models, you'll stop running your business like it's a guessing game and start running it like an actual machine. All right, so the business as a factory model. So the first model, and one of my personal favorites when it comes to scaling fast, is what I call the business as a factory model. Now, imagine your business like a production line. Every part of the process, from how clients find you to how you deliver results, runs smoothly, consistently, and predictably. You got one main offer, one main system, and it delivers the same result every single time. It's not fancy, it's not complicated, but it's scalable. Let's make it simple. Think of an agency that sells one clear outcome-driven service like we'll book you 30 qualified calls every month or we'll build your entire website in 7 days. That's not just a random service, that's a productized offer. It's specific, repeatable, and because it's so clear, people get it immediately. You're not confusing your audience with 20 different options. You're saying, here's exactly what we do and the exact result we deliver. And that's what makes it powerful. The core idea here is that to build a system almost like a mini assembly line that takes each client through the same proven steps so the outcome is consistent every single time. Once that process works for one client, you can replicate it for 10, 20, or 100 without reinventing the wheel each time. And once it's working smoothly, you can factory it, meaning you build systems, you hire people to handle repetitive tasks, you automate parts of the process, you scale delivery without breaking quality. That's when your business starts feeling like a machine. Predictable, efficient, profitable. This is a productized service. How to apply this model step by step. All right, let's make this practical. Here's how to actually build your own factory model from the ground up. Number 1 is define one clear offer. Start by identifying one specific problem you can solve repeatedly and turn that into your core offer. Ask yourself, what's one result my client always wants? What's one process I can deliver over and over without customizing too much? Then turn it into something outcome based. Instead of saying we do social media management, say we help local businesses get 30 new inbound leads every month using Facebook ads. See the difference? The second one sells itself because it's specific and result driven. Number 2 here is systemize your delivery. Once you know what you're selling, build a process that ensures consistent delivery. Break your service into stages like step 1, onboarding and intake form. Have some automations for this. Step 2, implementation setup, ads, website or system. Step 3, review and optimization. And step 4 is delivery or reporting. Record yourself doing each part once using tools like Loom. Write SOPs, standard operating procedures, for every repeatable task. That way you can hand it off to someone else later and they'll know exactly how to deliver results just like you do. Step 3 is automate the repetitive stuff. Like I mentioned before, you don't need to manually handle everything. Use automation tools to streamline the busy work. For example, use Zapier to connect your lead forms to your CRM. Use ClickUp or Notion to manage tasks and clients. Use Calendly or Go High Level for automatic scheduling. Set up automated check-ins or client reminders through email or text. The more you automate, the more your time shifts from doing to directing. Now, we have step 4 here, which is hire and train strategically. Like I mentioned before, you got to create SOPs, record Loom videos of you doing a task. Once you've nailed your process, you got to start delegating as well. Hire VAs or specialists who can handle individual steps. Train them using your Loom videos or SOPs, like I said. Remember, you're not trying to hire people just to help you. You're building a team that keeps the machine running even when you're not there. Your job becomes less about working in the business and more about working on the system that runs the business. Now, we have step 5 here, which is build your upsell ladder. Now that your factory is running smoothly, you can start adding more layers of revenue without more chaos. Your core offer becomes the front door, the entry point. Once clients trust you and you get the results, you upsell them into monthly retainers who will manage your system for you. Consulting or coaching will help your team run this internally, or performance-based deals will keep generating leads you pay for sale. And that's how you turn one simple productized offer into an entire value ladder. Now, if you're sitting there thinking, okay, Jem, this sounds awesome, but what are the actual benefits of building a business like this? Let's break it down. And here's what makes this model so powerful. And I'm going to go through the pros. Super scalable. Once you've nailed the system, you can hand it off and it'll keep producing results on repeat. Easy to train and delegate because the process is the same every time. Onboarding new team members becomes plug and play. Builds a strong brand. When your offer is simple, proven, and repeatable, people remember you for one clear result, and that is clarity equals trust. Now, we have some cons here as well. But hey, let's be honest here. No business model is perfect. And while this one's powerful, it does come with a few trade-offs you should know about. Let's talk about the flip side here. It can feel repetitive. Once your business runs like a machine, it can start feeling like, well, a machine. So you got to make sure to add creative projects or new challenges or new offers here once in a while to keep it fresh. Price ceiling. Because it's productized, there's only so much you can charge. That's why upsells and add-ons are key to scaling profits. You need consistent fuel, leads. Factories can't run without materials, and your business can't run without a steady flow of leads. If your lead flow stops, everything stalls. Now, that is right there where most people mess up. They spend months perfecting their systems, building their factory, creating the smoothest delivery process ever, but they forgot to add one thing, which is the fuel. And they don't have enough leads coming in to keep the machine running. And that's what happens. Instead of scaling up, they start stressing out. What's the solution here? You either generate more volume or shift your focus to quality. And that's where the next model comes in, which is the ultra high ticket model. So let's break that down. Now let's talk about a model that's all about depth over width. This is what I call the ultra high ticket model. This one flips the entire more clients, more success mindset on its head. Instead of chasing 100 clients paying you $500 each, you go after 5 clients paying you $10,000 each. You focus on premium results, premium delivery, and premium relationships. And when you do it right, you make more money with less stress and far less chaos. Now, this model works best if you're already delivering something that makes a massive return on investment for your clients. You're not just doing work, you're solving expensive problems. Think scaling ad systems for established businesses, helping real estate agents close more listings, managing high converting lead generation systems for companies that need predictable growth. If your service can directly increase revenue, save time, or multiply results, the model is built for you. The most important one here is increase revenue. So, how do we apply this model? So, if you're watching this and thinking, man, I want to start doing high ticket, but I don't even know where to begin, let me walk you through the exact steps here. Define a transformation, not a task. You can't change $10,000. You can't charge $10,000 for tasks. You can charge $10,000 for transformations. So instead of saying I build websites, you say I help coaches build authority-driven websites that convert visitors into high-paying clients. See the difference? You're not selling deliverables, you're selling outcomes. That's what high-ticket buyers pay for. Ask yourself, what's the big problem my offer solves? What does success look like for my client? Package that result and make that the foundation of your high ticket offer. Step 2 is redefine client avatar. Not everyone can afford high ticket pricing, and that's okay. You don't want to serve everyone, you want to serve the right ones. These are the people who already have a business or revenue coming in, understand the value of investing in growth, care more about results than price. So stop wasting time trying to convince people who aren't ready. You're not a discount store. You're the solution for serious people. Once you redefine who you serve, everything gets better. Your marketing, your sales calls, and your delivery. Number 3 is build a high ticket offer stack. Now let's package it up. Your high ticket offer isn't just one thing. It's a stack of value that justifies your price point. Think of it like this: core service, the main result, done for you lead generation system. Support, one-on-one calls, access to you or your team, reports, dashboards, etc. Bonuses, templates, resources, or automations that help clients succeed faster. Guarantee, some form of risk reversal. If we don't deliver a result in 30 days, we'll work for free until we do, or money back guarantee. When you package it like that, the offer becomes a no-brainer for your ideal client. Now, we also got to create a high-ticket sales flow. Now that your offer is ready, you need a system that makes selling it smooth and predictable. Here's what it looks like. Ad or outreach, laser-focused message calling out your ideal audience. Landing page, clear transformation-based copy that speaks to their pain and desired results. Application form, to qualified leads before hopping on a call, filters at hierarchies. Discovery call, this is where you confirm fit, show your process, and close the deal confidently. The biggest mistake people make here is that they try to sell high-ticket offers through DMs or cold pitches. High-ticket sales require trust, and trust comes from conversations. Now, you also got to deliver a white glove service. Once someone pays premium, they expect premium. That means you can't deliver like a freelancer, you've got to deliver like a partner. Here's what that looks like: a clear onboarding process, frequent updates, Loom videos, short check-ins, milestone calls, real-time visibility through dashboards or reports. Basically, you make them feel like they're your only client, even if they're not. That's how you turn one high-ticket client into 5 referrals. Now, let's be real. The reason everyone wants to do a high ticket is because it sounds amazing, but let's break down what actually makes this model so powerful when done right. The pros here are less clients, more profit. You don't need hundreds of clients to hit your goals. You can focus on quality, not quantity, and still make more money than ever. Easier to deliver personal results. Because you're serving fewer clients, you can give them deeper attention. That means better results, better testimonials, and stronger relationships. Attracts serious buyers. When you go premium, the freebie seekers disappear. You're talking to people who understand value and are ready to pay for it. Now, it's not all sunshine and six-figure clients. This model comes with its own set of challenges, especially if you're not ready for it yet. Let's talk about the flip side here. You need strong authority. People don't drop $10,000 plus on a stranger. You've got to build credibility through case studies, content, and social proof. Longer sales cycles. High-ticket deals take time. You're not closing people in a day or a single call. You're nurturing, building trust, and showing proof. You need high-quality leads. If your ads or outreach are pulling in people who can't afford you, you'll spend all day pitching instead of closing. That's why qualification is key. You want to talk to only to people who are 80% sold before you ever got on a call with them. And that's honestly where most people struggle. They want to go high ticket, but they're still talking to the wrong audience. If your pipeline is full of low quality, price sensitive leads, you'll never close big deals, no matter how good your offer is. That's exactly why we built pre qualified lead systems. So every lead that hits your calendar is actually ready to buy because you're talking to the right people. You're not convincing anyone, you're just confirming it. Now, if you're thinking, Jam, this is great, but what if I want to go even deeper? What if I want my growth tied directly to my client's success? That's where the performance based model comes in. It's not just about charging more, it's about winning together. Let's dive into that one next. So, the performance profit share model. This one right here is a total game changer if you can pull it off, obviously. It's called the performance or profit share model. Now, instead of charging your clients upfront, you partner with them. You get paid based on results you actually deliver. It's like saying, hey, I'll bring in the leads, you close them, we'll split the profit. Simple idea, powerful execution. And honestly, clients love this model. Why? Because you're putting skin in the game. You're not just saying, trust me, you're literally betting on your results. That instantly builds trust and authority. They see you as a partner, not a vendor. And when both sides win, it creates one thing most businesses never have: alignment. Because now your goals are the same as your clients. If they make money, you make money. How does this work? This model is simple in theory, but requires strategy to execute. Here's how it usually flows. You identify a business that already has a solid offer and fulfillment. You take charge of the growth side, usually lead generation or paid ads. You agree on a revenue split, like 20% of sales or X dollar amount per closed deal. You build and run the system, track everything transparently, and both parties get paid based on performance. That's it. It's not a service, it's a partnership. So if you're thinking, okay, Jem, this sounds awesome, but how do I actually start doing this? Let me walk you through it step by step. Find a proven offer, not a newbie client. You don't want to do this with someone who's still figuring out their business. This only works with clients who already have a validated offer, something that's been selling, but they just need more traffic or systems. Think of real estate teams that need more qualified showings, e-commerce stores with strong products but weak ad systems, agencies or consultants who can't handle lead generation. You want to plug into something that's already working because your role is to scale it, not test it from scratch. Step 2 is build the growth engine. This is where expertise kicks in. You create the system that drives measurable results. But here's what it looks like. Build the ads and funnels, set up the lead tracking, create the follow-up automation, optimize everything weekly. Your job is to own the numbers. You should be confidently able to say, we'll bring X number of leads at Y cost and you closed X%. The clearer your system, the easier it is for both sides to win. Now, number 3 is set clear metrics and profit terms. This is the part where most people mess up. They don't define what counts as a result. So before you start, clarify how are leads tracked? What counts as a conversion? When do payouts happen? What's the split, percentage or pay per sale? Use tools like GoHighLevel, HubSpot, or Google Sheet dashboards to track everything transparently. Because if it's not clear on paper, it'll get messy fast. Trust me, clarity up front saves friendships and profits later. Now, you got to choose clients carefully here. This is big. Not every client is a good fit for this model. You can be the best marketer in the world, but if the client's product, service, or sales process sucks, you'll lose time and money trying to fix what's not your fault. So before you agree on anything, vet them. Ask questions like, how many leads do you convert per month? Who handles your sales calls? What's your average deal size? If their answers sound shaky, just pass on the offer. You want closers who can handle the leads you bring in. Number 5 is scale together. Once you got your system working and the partnership is profitable, just scale it. Here's what that means. Increase ad spend, expand to new offers or locations, refine follow-up to increase close rate. The beauty of this model is that once it works, it compounds. Every dollar spent in ads becomes predictable profit for both sides. That's when business gets fun because you're not selling services anymore, you're co-owning success. Now let's talk about the upside, because when this model clicks, it's one of the most powerful ways to grow both your income and your influence. You close deals faster. Clients love this model because the risk is low. You don't pay unless they profit. That's That makes it an easy yes. When it works, it's crazy profitable. Instead of flat fees, you're on a percentage of sales. So if you could help make a client $100,000, your cut could be $10,000, $20,000, even more. Builds long-term partnerships. You're not doing one-off projects. You're building recurring long-term relationships where both sides win. But I gotta be real with you. This model isn't for everyone because when the reward goes up, so does the risk. Let's talk about the downsides. You need full control over the results. You can't depend on luck here. If you're getting paid based on results, you need control everything pretty much. You need control over lead quality, targeting, and strategy, or you're gambling, not scaling. The risk is higher if the client can't close. If the client's sales process is weak, it doesn't matter how many leads you send. You'll do all the work and still lose money. You need transparency and trust. You can't trust everyone with this model. This model only works if both sides are honest about numbers. Tracking is unclear, things get awkward fast. And obviously, you got to spend your own money here for the ads. So yeah, this isn't a beginner move, but if you got experience, systems, and confidence to back it up, it's one of the most rewarding ways to scale. I know a lot of successful e-com agencies that are making a lot of money with this. So because now you're not just selling a service, not a freelancer or an agency. You're not just the lead guy. You're a growth partner. You're tying your success directly to your client's success. And when they win, you win too. And that's what separates hustlers from business builders. All right, let's recap all this real quick. Gone through the three major models that every scalable business eventually fits into. The business as a factory model or the productized service model. Simple, repeatable, and systemized. The ultra high ticket model. Fewer clients, bigger margins, deeper relationships. And the performance-based profit share model. The win-win partnership where everyone grows together. Each of these models can make you wildly successful. The secret is knowing which one fits your stage of business right now. If this helped you out, please hit that like button, drop a comment, and tell me which model you're currently building or want to build. And of course, make sure to subscribe because I drop new videos every week on scaling, automation, and lead generation. But if you're ready to go even deeper, if you want me and my team to actually help you build your lead generation system, automate your follow-ups, and bring in qualified leads that turn into book calls every single week, click that link below. We'll take a look at your current funnel, identify the leaks, and show you exactly how to turn it into a predictable growth engine. Remember, the goal isn't just to get leads, it's to build a system that brings them in automatically so you can focus on what you do best, serving clients and scaling your business. See you in the next one.